I'm an infrastructure coordinator for WGE. WGE is a Dream Shooters initiative, and we're doing wonderful things. Right now, we're coming together as a group in a cooperative effort to basically to contribute to eradicate human trafficking. Although this isn't our only goals, we have many goals basically that will enhance the quality of life of the people of all walks of life around us and basically help them to see how to gain access to resources meaningfully and be able to sustain themselves. Now, what we have here is all the members right here who will introduce themselves from the world's greatest enterprises. The reason why we call ourselves the world's greatest enterprises is not because the founder thinks himself is great only, it's because all the entities and individuals involved had the utmost care for the community and they used the most prudent way of doing it by doing it through organizational structure. Now, without further ado, I will segue to Mr. Paul Brown, the founder of WGE.
Hi, and welcome, and thank everybody for this time and the opportunity to tune in, to come in, and sit in on this historic moment. Yeah, what we consider to be something that is really heartfelt for all families around the world. Again, my name is Paul Brown, and I am the founder of the world's greatest enterprises. This here company is going to be moving in leaps and bounds for the future of all the wonderful things that we're looking to do. What it does is it opens up the eyes of the individual to allow them to be a part of something, that they've been looking to try to do all throughout. And it gives a whole new meaning to how it is when we talk about family and togetherness. I'm sure that you may have loved ones that you care about, and you have friends and neighbors that you associate with every day. And sometimes you don't even know some of the people that you're dealing with because a lot of us like them, how you say, stay to ourselves and mind our business on certain issues and things, but never knowing that there can be some things that can be happening around you and you don't even know it until you open up your eyes. The importance of this whole thing is to bring the awareness of people coming together to help each other. It's based on the ideals of caring about oneself and our environment. As you can see, there are a lot of world events and things that is taking place, and a lot of things are going on. And we need to open up our eyes and realize that no person or one person is an island. If we do not stop and realize that if we don't help each other, by building economically, learning how to utilize services to each other, we're going to find ourselves in a very bad situation. So through this process of dealing with these topics, that we're dealing with, it's a very, very important factor. Put aside your differences about who you are and what you are and ideals and deal with this on a level that, that is going to be different. And when you find out how important it is, when you realize that you're breathing the same air, eating the same kind of foods, and doing all the same things, and it's not based on anyone's creed, color, or how you say, difference in opinion, in which we all want to have that anyway. But if you realize that if you stay within the lanes that you're in, we will come forth and be able to be very successful. One of the things in which I wanted to embark on that, this event that we're having is going to be taking place on August the 17th, 2019. And what's getting ready to occur with this situation is just opening up your eyes to show you how close it is to you and how we can come together under this umbrella to combat this issue because it's a much needed cause to deal with. So using the ideas of people coming from various places to talk about the issues at hand, about how they are able to go in and extract and save people from these perilous situations. It's dealing with so many different subjects, for the one thing, which will make the big difference. But what we're looking at using in this process of bringing people together, in conjunction with the Brooklyn Museum, which is going to be a very, very interesting process. We're going to have some music, which is going to bring, about, maybe, some top acts, and at the same time, we're going to have movie premieres showing films that will give you an idea, an indication on what human trafficking is about and what happens and how you might even see it and don't even know it. The other thing is having top level folks coming from various companies to sit down and discuss this. This is going to be something interesting. Now, we're having this on August 17th as a launching to open up our company and at the same time bring about people talking about various subjects which you may not even think are human traffic subjects or situations that are dealing with what they really are. We just don't know it yet. But when you hear what's going on, it'll give you an indication of what's going down because a lot of the media coverages don't cover these situations in the way that they should. So what we want to do is to give you an in-depth look, and this will be one of the first of many. And even beyond the levels of August 17th that we're going to do this for, we will continue to keep on pushing this as a theme. Now, we may be one of the first of many to do this, and then maybe the rest of you will start catching on. Celebrities, newscasters, businessmen, family members, mothers, fathers. It don't matter who you are. If you have eyes and an ear to listen, you can always learn something new. So what we're looking at is guiding you to come to the various places, to get the information that you need, and we will supply numbers and addresses. There are a number of businesses that's going to be working with us in conjunction to this, but I want to be able to emphasize where you could go to participate in this situation. If you want to donate something, if you want to take a part of your time and add on to us, it'll be a great thing that we can push towards you. A little bit earlier today, we had a chance to go to BronxNet for the first time to start talking about this subject and being able to put everything together. Now, what we're going to do is this. If you have any questions about anything at the end of this introductions of everything that we'll be doing, we will send make sure that you have the information that you need in order to become a part of this company, part of the awareness of all these things that are going on. And with no further ado, I would like to introduce another member here as part of the structure team that's on the mission for this. And her name is
Delouise Wanamaker. Hello, how you doing? My name is Delouise Wanamaker. I am along with World Greatest Enterprise. My organization is called No Family Left Behind. It is a great way of joining another organization that has the same mindset that you have, and we have the same concept. So we decided to come together and bring the communities together, bring the world together, so we can get the things done that we need to do for our communities and around the world communities as well. Human trafficking is on August 17th. But again, he says 7 p.m. to 12 a.m. Please come down, bring the information, bring your resources, bring your time and your abilities that you have so you can help all of us so we can all be on the same page. We want everybody to stay in their own lane. So if you have your own business, we like for you to take care of your business. So we don't want to reinvent the wheel. We are here to make sure that we all take place and do it and be in our places to do what we need to do. And also, No Family Left Behind is about horticulture. So we're looking for donations, land, and also incubator that we can all join together as a cooperative to come together as one. And once again, thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Paul, and Monty, and Sasha. And what's your name again, sir?
Rodney.
Mr. Rodney. So we're definitely going to be there on August 17th, so we hope to see you there, and I thank you very much. And if you'd like to get in contact with No Family Left Behind, you can call me at 212-470-6568. My email is nofamilyleftbehind1@gmail.com. And if you want to go to our website, go to www.nofamily-leftbehind.org. Thank you very much, and have a blessed day. And further ado, Mr. Rodney.
How y'all doing? My name is Rodney. I run a program by the We Are One Youth Foundation. I appreciate this whole situation. I think this situation is needed in our community. No Family Left Behind, Paul Brown, World Greatest Enterprise, and the rest of the team right here. I think we're doing something major, super major in our community. I don't have much really to talk about in terms of this because I think the team right here covered most everything. But I like to leave my number 347-351 4692 for tickets, or my email at rodneyhouston4@gmail.com. Come out. This is going to be a big situation. A lot of resources, a lot of people, a lot of networking. We're here to change people's lives and make the difference in our community. Thanks.
And before we go, we'd like to further add and give thanks to some of our affiliate members and people who have contributed. Verabella Experience TV, House of Woods, American Shaman, WUCO, Citizens Commissions on Human Rights, Ways to Happiness, National Congress of Black Women, and so much more. Thank you very much for your gracious support.
Thank you.
Peace.